Here we go. I'm going to run over our PvP defense. Our blaster defense. Block blaster. So here we go. First things first, let's go over our. Alright, let's get right into it. So our towards our front. So towards our front, we're going to do the motion first. We're going to do the motion first. So from here. Once we get there, yes, sir, I'll use you. Is there anywhere up here? Hands up. Okay. Ready from here. They're towards our front, so we know where it is. So we're going to go towards the outside first. So we're ready. Pass, and make sure we get off the line. Move in. Good. Then from there, we're taking this hand. Wrap. Now, if we have this hand open, that's where our palm, our punch, whatever it is, comes in. And then we're going to step forward, grab, and step back, pull out.
What do you pull up?
Exactly. Or you can hit them with the button. So ready, one more time from here, and then we'll show you. Here, pass. Stepping in, and flip around. Punch, palm, whatever it is, step in, grab, and step back. Yank out. All righty. Actually, I'm going to give it to this guy right here.
Oh yeah, Marcus here.
Yay.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's how it goes. Let's do it sideways. For our blaster defense, because DG's back on.
Oh, you do back. You got the trigger, mate. Or I'll kill you. Well, technically, you'll kill your fingers.
Alright, so here we go. Towards front. We don't need to worry about if we know where it is or not, because I see it right here. So, here, hands up. Remember, if they're asking for something, give it to them. Especially in this one's a lot rarer because in an actual situation, and if I'm up this close, if I've got a brain, I wouldn't have this right here. I'd have it way far away. So if someone's doing this to you, they clearly don't know what they're doing, they're just there for them. So hands up here. Remember, I'm not just passing and getting off to the side, just like that. Because if I do that, it comes back and I'm over here. So remember, it's not a big step to the side. If it's the clock, he's 12, it's 11. So I'm off to the side, and I'm right here. So I can come in, just like this. Now remember, I need to make sure my step is big enough, so if I pass, and I'm right here, there's still a chance I can get shot where he just pull right out. So remember here, pass, move off to the side, and in. From here, his main focus is still this. My main focus is this, but I have a hand open, so that's where the palm to the nose, the punch to the throat, wherever that comes in. Then from here, we step forward, we're here, grab the end. We're stepping back, pulling up, their fingers stuck in there, awesome. If not, whatever. Also, if you want an added bonus, when you're going up, ooh, right there as well. And then
Yes.
step out with it. So one more time. Here. Pass in. Here. Palm. Punch. Here. And out. Just like that. So here we go. Let's do it together. So my right hand's going first. Just through.
Now it's like
Reloading.
Perfect.
what if I grab like BB Blaster? Looks exactly like that.
BB Blaster looks exactly if
We can't technically show anything that looks like an actual blaster on it.
It does have the orange, like,
Well,
you pull the
that
slide.
doesn't look like any, blaster in existence.
not on top, because I can come back.
You
That
pull
was
the
good.
slide back, it's orange.
There.
But
So start over at the top. Both, make sure your hands are up.
looks like it's
Don't do any going down like this.
straight.
Alright.
I shot.
Yeah.
I got super
Under.
close to shoulder.
Whatever.
Yeah, I know what Shelby was
There
in.
you go. And then.
You did tell us the
Good.
magazine was in, and I just so happened to have it. So like, alright, and it just.
And then.
Great, guys.
Miss Kelly. Oh. Oh. What is that? Ready and pass it. Comes back. Hook. Oh, perfect. There you go. And then punch and then grab.
Whoa.
Bottom. There you go. Awesome job. Nice job, ma'am. All right. Perfect. A couple of key things to make sure that we do. Remember, we're not grabbing it up here because if they're going fast, there is a good chance that they're gonna whack us in the head, and that could do some damage and stun us. So make sure it's going under here. It is not going to feel good once it's actually full speed. If it's a real blaster, come here. Ooh, that's gonna hurt a little bit. But, and the reality of the situation, you probably won't even feel it because your heart rate going like that. You're gonna have a lot of adrenaline. You won't even feel it. Raise your hand if you've ever like done something really high adrenaline and you find out later you gotta really we've all had it happen before. So that's where we're going to expect. So in the next couple weeks we're gonna start picking up the pace of these since you guys have learned all of them. We're gonna start picking up the pace. Alright, so one more thing. When it's toward you, facing towards the front like this with the rifle, it does not matter which side you go to the side you're most comfortable with because the defense is both on the same side. I prefer going towards the back side so you can't really reach this way, but, and most likely, you pass, you grab, they're still focused on the gun, you won't be, boom, and then moving through. Alright, so it's up to you which side you use, but I do recommend towards the
I
back.
think doing it on the back side would be a lot harder to actually get the.
That is true, it'd be a little harder to grab the butt of the gun.
You just figure out some other ways to do it though.
Alrighty. Perfect. Alright, we have time to go over again our
What does that do?
nothing, it just shows that. So if I was out in public at night, don't want to do that. Want to do that because then it looks like a real thing. Like this.
And you can't do the other one on camera, I guess.
No, sure, I guess. Oh, this one's a little slopey, slippery lines as well. We haven't been demonetized for it yet, so we're keep on going. All right, so here we go. Same thing. Remember now with the pistol, I'm not going like this because it's a pistol. Remember, it's going here, right here. Ready?
It's just the same thing.
Yes, sir, pretty much. So here, here, perfect, just like that. And now I would step, either if you want the elbow, awesome, but I would step back, it's gonna give you a lot more momentum when you take it out. So, one more time. Here, here. Ooh, wee. Remember, you went like down like that, so reset, let's do it again.
Muscle memory. I haven't done this the whole year.
Oh, really?
I've only done the rifle.
Oh, that's right, because you've been doing so well. This is new for you. There you go. That's why it's good we're practicing. There. Good. Perfect.
Wait, do I go that way or do I go the other way?
That was perfect.
Oh.
For sure. Whatever is natural and isn't going to get you harmed, it's fine. Because we're all going to have different natural reactions to this. And it's, I want you guys to stick to your natural reactions, because that's what you're going to use when it's in a situation that's where you're not using your brain. But it also needs to make sure it's safe. So if your natural reaction is this, let's change that natural reaction.
Alright, it's kind of going off what I learned like months ago when I was hurting the.
Here. Now if my finger is still in here and you twist. Now we.
Oh, that's even more to me.
Absolutely.
That's fun.
I know this one so many different ways.
There's a lot of different ways to do it. Also remember, there is a very good chance. Oh, Miss Kelly, let me do it to you first. Ready? And pat on top. So remember, don't grab it here. Don't want to do that. You're giving it a hug. You're giving it a hug. There you go. And then you step back, twist. Other way. So you take your front legs, so you step back, and twist. Perfect. That's the motion. Nice job. Now remember. Yes, sir. So remember, when we're doing this, there is a very good chance that if there's stuff in this, it will go off. Alright? And we need to be, when we get in there, we need to have that mindset of this thing can go off. And if it's right in your ear, especially if it's right here, it's gonna ring your ears, and you just need to put yourself in that mindset to understand, alright, there's a lot of stuff that's going to happen, but I just need to keep on going. Do not get distracted by anything, because this is going to go off. It's going to hit you really hard. You're going to feel it. You need to stay focused on what we're doing. And the best way to stay focused and have this going is through muscle memory. And you get muscle memory through doing it a lot. So we're going to keep on doing this for a couple more minutes. So here we do.
I don't know if it's easier if you get stuck in the slide when it goes off, if it's like, if it goes off right there, then my hand's like right there.
That's why I wouldn't grab necessarily. I wouldn't stop it here. I would let it right there. And then here. So don't try to at all do this even. Just
Press. Hold.
there you go. Perfect.
What if you step into that?
Now I do. It's important that I want you guys to step in with this one as well. Because if you stay back there, there's a chance they go like this. All right. Now, if we step in, while they're doing this, we can still get control of the weapon. So it's important that we move in. The closer we are, remember, it's just like our knife defense. There's only two really, really safe places. Right here. Well, I wouldn't say this is a super safe place, but safer spots are here and at home. So we don't want to be this side of it. So we always have to move in. Kelly, I'm sorry. I gotta do it to you. Here we go. And pass. And then step back. Perfect. Nice job, man. All right, let's do it again. One more time for all of us. Yes, especially if they're like actually trying to roll up bigger than you.
Right. Like you are.
But you compared to me.
Well, I figure I know what to do myself.
Perfect.
Hold the upside down. Like a teacup.
All right, and then Miss Kelly, one more time. Let's do it. There you go.
It's like,
So ready? And go ahead. There you go. And grab.
modify the trigger.
Perfect.
It's like,
Awesome. All right. Awesome job, guys. Now, if there was one that I want you guys to practice more, it is definitely the what was this one called? Blaster. We're gonna call this one blaster. This small blaster defense, because this one is a lot more common than the other one, especially in up close confrontations. This one is a lot more common, so we're gonna practice this one. Right about that, Awesome. We have enough people where we can actually pull the ladders out.
yes. Ladders.
Yes, sir. So, for our sparring segment, for our B-Day segment today, we're going to be doing speed/agility drills today. And then, Kelly, you can use the lines in the carpet that are very conveniently placed, actually, to be doing this as well. So we have a ladder right here. I'm actually going to scoot it back just a little bit. You can grab that on the side, sir. Just so perfect. All right. Here we go. Let's get started. First, we're just gonna do high knees all the way through the ladder. So we're going here. We're going high knees all the way to the ladder. If you hit the red, it doesn't really matter as long as we're getting our knees up and moving fast. Here's how we're gonna do it. Perfect. So my right hand will go first. You go all the way through once. My right hand gets all the way to the end, below, and then all the way down leisure. And then once you're done, just go back into your split. Ready? And go. Go, 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 and below, go. Go, 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 go. Okay, man, I want you to second place in line. There you go. Go, 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 and then you keep your hands up. Go, 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 go. Corner. Good, 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 good. Ankle. Go, 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 and keep on going. Oh, yes. Good. All right, leave it.
I don't like cardio.
Never grind here. All right, here we go. Our next one, we're gonna do 1, 2, 3s. 1, 2, 3. So we're 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3. Don't worry about bringing their knee all the way up. Just 1, 2, 3. 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And ready. And go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
It's like a dance.
There you go, perfect. Kelly, keep on going.
I may not know how to do normal dances, but I can do stupid little dances.
You got that extra one? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Triple. Keep going.
Yes, sir. One more roundabout.
There we go.
Why did you just jump that?
There you go. Boom, 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 boom.
Trying to do speedy test.
Awesome. All right, and oh, sorry. All right, and here we go. Our next one. And out. So we're gonna start on the side. This front leg and out and out and out, all the way down. Just like this. Ready. And oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. Here, 1, 2, out. 1, 2, out. 1, 2.
They're going back.
No, sir. Sorry. Just when you do up and down, you're doing punches as well. Right. And go. And 1, 2. Yes, sir.
Okay.
And sometimes keep those hands up. Good. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, you need the other leg. Whoops.
Yes, sir. Once you go down the second time, switch your feet.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir.
I have to take.
Yes, ma'am. You have to take your time and then go ahead. All right, then. Leader! Do you see which one we're doing, Kelly? Do you see? Oh, yes, ma'am. I got you. Yes, ma'am. So it's not just stepping to the side. It's moving back. Moving forward. Moving back.
There you go, Diane. Chicken nuggets!
Chicken nuggets. Yes, sir.
I love the chicken nuggets, but they're greasy.
Oh my god.
And then go ahead. Last time.
I gotta pick him up.
Out and then in. Get out and then up. Good.
Every time it feels like something's just constantly exploding.
Oh.
Like,
Yes, sir. That's your gallbladder.
it's stuffing up.
Alright, here we go. Our next one. Real nice and easy. Out and out and out and out and out. Ready? And go. Good. Move in, move in, move in. Yes, sir.
Cardio is my least favorite.
They'll go right then.
If I ever come to class and I'm grouchy, it's because I did cardio. Cardio.
Got it.
Go ahead. Put her in a hand. It's your turn again. Good, good, good,
I
good.
had orange chicken for dinner.
Oh, no.
That's.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, but not when you.
You want to go in? Go ahead.
Spots up, blood. Mess it up.
This one, get the hair.
Last time we do.
So it's just like two.
Am I going again?
No, sir, no, sir. All right, here we go. Last one. This one gets super fast. We're going to be doing a front kick. So we're here. It's the same motion and out, but we're doing a front kick. So obviously we're not just going to do a bump up front kick. We need to have a distraction first. So it's here, front, and then out. Here, front, out.
That's it.
Here, front, out. Try not to hit the ladder. You're going to hit the ladder eventually, but do your best not to. Ready? We're going to do it 2 times. Once on both sides. Ready? And go! Good. Out. Good. Out. You mess with the ladder. That is perfectly fine. Good. 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 Sit. And go ahead. Go ahead, be low. And keep going, Johnny. Do it, Johnny.
That's good, you look.
Whoa. Whoa.
And Lisa, go ahead, ma'am.
Hey, I was thinking you're getting him back.
Go ahead, Mr. Graham.
It's to distract from the suffering and the pain.
Hey, now you know what I feel like you're even trying.
That goes here, right?
Wait, which one do you do?
This one. Yeah. That one. Yeah. I think, yes. Let's go.
I had different.
Sorry, sir. Sorry.
No, this is good. This is what I need from cardio.
Yeah, I when I said sorry.
You don't get anywhere without pain.
Alright, Lisa, go ahead, ma'am.
What side is it on?
It's always right here.
We're gallbladder.
Yeah. Well,
Let's go.
what I thought that it's for me is because I don't drink enough water to run the cardio.
For me, it's when I drink too much water.
falling. That's that.
All right. And cut your attention.
No.
Accuracy. All right, and 16, yes sir?
It's
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's why you're sitting down. But you have to say crisscross process. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes.
All right. Here we go. We're going over habit 5. Who did this at school? There
What
are
did you
7
say?
habits of highly effective teens. Be proactive. Did these at school? Perfect. So a lot of
Oh, yeah,
charter
we did.
schools, private schools, do these at school. I think every school do.
not those, but the 7 habits of highly effective people. They did.
So, habit number 5. See first, understand, then to be understood. This is about listening. Instead of listening to respond, it's listening to understand. Listening to understand. So, this one here. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. One more time. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So that means many times we like to, when someone's talking to us about something that happened to them, a lot of times we just like, oh, need to give an answer. Here's how you fix the problem. There you go, boom, right away. Instead, a lot of times we just need to listen and to understand those people, and that's how we help them instead of trying to give answers. So, here are different ways that we listen or not listen. First one, spacing out. When someone's talking to us, well, we ignore them completely because for basic, I said, we're thinking about how awesome our mac and cheese was last night. So, obviously, don't space out. When someone's talking to you, don't space out. A lot of kids, when they're in class, when they're sitting crisscross process, they look for their toes. So that's an example of spacing out. Next one, pretend listening. People who aren't paying attention or pretend they are. This is those people, they're like, you talking to them like, crazy. Right, yep. And that's all they say. They're not really listening, they're just pretend listening. Right. Next one, selective listening, where we pay attention only to the part of the conversation that interests us. Alright? So it's almost like a dog. A dog has a lot of like keywords, like you can say anything and then you say walk and they're like, ears point up. Right? If you guys will connect to that. We sort of do that as well when we're listening. So we'll pretend listen, and then when we hear something that we're actually interested in, we're like, oh, I like that. So make sure we're listening to everything instead of just those key words.
Yes.
Word listening. When we actually pay attention to the words someone is saying, but we only listen to the words, not the body language, the feelings, or the true meaning behind the words. Alright, so a lot of times we're just listening to the words, we're not paying attention to the body language or anything like that. If someone says, how are you doing? And we ask them how they're doing, they're like, okay, I'm doing great. Like, awesome! And obviously they're not doing great because of their body language and how they're speaking. That's just listening to the words, not paying attention to anything else. Self-centered listening happens when we see everything from our point of view. This is like someone's telling their problem, like, oh, I totally know how you feel. I feel the same exact way. Or this has happened to me before. I know how you feel. Alright? Because we don't actually know how they feel. Because we don't know if they're taking what's happening the same exact way as us. So it's important that we remove ourselves from talking that way. And that's self-centered listening. Thinking that, oh, everyone just sees everything how I see it. Which clearly not the case. And last one, judging. Sometimes as we listen to others, we make judgments about them. If you are too busy judging, you're not really listening. So again, this goes into thinking that you're always right, or the way that you see things is always correct, or the way that you think they took that situation was wrong, instead of just genuinely listening to them and understanding the point of view that they're coming from. Now, this is I think the one habit that we all still do, or we all still do some sort of this, I believe it's the most difficult habit to change, just because we all do it all the time. So this is one of the most important ones, I think, to actually building relationships with people. And if you actually do, just all you have to do is understand and listen. Don't even try to give suggestions on what they should do differently, or from your point of view, it's like, oh, I totally understand how you feel, or like try to make it a conversation. Well, this is how it happened to me. Obviously, don't do any of that. Just listen and understand, and that makes much more of a difference than trying to fix it. So that is seek first, understand, then all right. And sit up.
Sir.
All right, perfect. I know how timing works for classes. All right, let's go through our announcements super fast. First things first. Grade set due September 10th. Very bottom in the folder. That is where your character chunk worksheets are. Form history for any of the forms Tosan Tige. Exit. See if you can tell me the meaning behind the name of Tosan and Tige, and how many forms are. How many moves are in them. I'll give you guys 2 correct, and if you can tell me who created Exodus and why they created. The purpose of Exodus was. That's a little easy. Then I will give you
I don't
guys
have an
2
answer,
correct.
but I think I'm
Sorry.
not gonna answer, but I have a question.
Yes, sir.
What was the criteria for Tosan?
Tosan Tige. The meaning behind the names and how many moves are. I'll give you guys a hint. There's one place in this prize where you can find the answer to both of those.
Also, the next
Same place.
Monday. Right there. I answered the question to Exodus on Monday.
Oh, yes, sir. Perfect. No Labor Day classes. There's no Labor Day. There's no classes Labor Day. Wow! The 5th and the 8th, so Saturday the 5th, Monday the 8th, that's next week. There are no classes those 2 days. Yeah. That's it for you guys. The test is September 12th. I believe it's going to be here at the Friday school. We'll keep you updated on that. We'll send out an email. That's all that is situated. And that is it. Oh, also, you two, I believe you two were here when we did it. After leadership today, we are starting 1 class assistant per class. 1 class assistant per class. It is not required. If you guys want to come in and help out with the class, absolutely can. Just 1 person per class. If you don't want to, totally get it. That's fine. Right up there, just tell us which class you're. And obviously, if you guys, if it's like you're in here, there's only one of you right now. So if you want to sign up for more, perfect. Go ahead, because we don't have that many people that are doing it. So, if I would say next week, if it's still like that, you want to do more.
Next Monday is Monday. Or the second is Saturday.
So, in a week, if it's still like that, go ahead. Right. All right. Cut attention. Ah! Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. And there you go.
For Miss Ogle's testing, do we have to show up in uniform?
Yes.
Or not?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. If you guys are going to Miss Ogle's 3rd degree test at 11:30 a.m. this Saturday, do make sure that you are in uniform. It is a very formal event.
Also, we're having classes Saturday.
Yes, sir. We're still having classes.
That's after everything.
That is
That's
that is
directly after our class, right?
in the middle of the basement, so right after your class. Yes, sir. Perfect. All right. Cut attention. Faculty. Face the flags.
Yes, sir.
Faculty. And position.
Sir.
And join back.
Yes, sir.
Elect the creed. As a dedicated student of the martial arts, I live my life by the principles of black belt. Modesty, courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, indomitable spirit, sir. Loud proposition. Sir. Mile high karate is the best, sir. Awesome. Don't leave, stay here. Do not move. If you have your binders, I haven't used them in a while. If you guys have your binders, you can grab them. If not, We have some clipboards you guys can use. So.
By here, do you mean like no place?
Yes, sir. No book, no place, book, name, keep all your. If you have that, cool. If not, clipboards. Clipboards for PD, clipboard. Alright. Now grab you guys pens. Mr. Morris is gonna turn out the second stuff.
It's my pep cycle ground.
Wow.
I used to do everything karate related.
Oh.
When I was in pep cycle, I was stupid and dumb.
What's the point of having you do one?
And I don't
Use it.
For other reasons.
You can't use it.
Oh, this is what I used to do.
Alright. Alright, here we go. Ready? Let's see if we can catch.
Pet, pet, pet.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
360.
Ah!
Oh!
What is this one?
Not for you, sir.
Not for me.
No.
I'll just write you one.
Ooh. Yikes.
I'll just, you know, like every anime character.
Alright. Here we go.
I actually bites their fingernails off.
That was fast.
But, no one's taught me that name in ages.
You have that? You have the iPad, Mr. Morris?
The door's closed.
Oh, I don't want this.
I think you could.
I'm not even on
I think you
No,
could.
you need that.
Maybe not. Perfect, and then, yep.
But
Miss
grab
Callie,
it
awesome
now.
job. I do not believe your cat is paying attention. You're facing the wrong way.
Dude, that was really
Your
fun.
cat is facing the wrong way.
I'm just gonna write
Needs to pay attention. Thank you.
Go.
What? Look at all these. All these assistant trainings.
Alright, we're going over, obviously we're going
Right.
over Fulwar. Now, in level 3 you guys went over in the perspective of a class assistant. Now we're going over in the perspective of an assistant instructor or instructor. Alright, give me a sec to find.
Bro, I already have this in here from like ages ago.
Perfect. Awesome. Then just fill it in.
Okay,
in the
then
answers.
I can just grab it.
Alright. Using your transformational communication skills. Transformational communication skills. Communication is key when talking to students or their parents. Alright, so transformational communication always trumps words. So it's not just the words you say, but
How you say it.
how you say them. Perfect. Alright. The rule of 3. This is the how you say it part of it. Number 1, tonality. You can guess. This is the tone. I know Graham over here at the answer. So this is the tone and pitch of your voice. If I am talking to you like this, that means I am not happy. If I'm talking to you like this, that means I am happy. You guys need to be aware of how you are talking to other people in your tone.
Oh, it's down here. I'm writing the definition here because it's
Whoa.
rule 3, but then
Whoa,
it's
Mr. Kirkman. You got a long references.
here.
Lower your voice. Tone.
Don't look at it.
Next one, the volume and speed at which you speak will affect the way your message is received. I have a bad habit of talking way too fast, and then people are like, what did you just say? So, the volume and speed. Speed is also important. And the volume. If I'm talking like this, it's so fast, you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
Is it?
Exactly. Exactly.
My brother does the same thing too, so I'm just gonna have to translate.
Volume is the next one. Haha, I said it right. Okay. Physiology. This is body language. If you guys ever take a public speaking class, this is one of the most important things that they go over. Body language. if I'm going like this, or I'm going like this, that shows that I'm not very confident, or I'm very, very nervous in how I'm speaking. Back up straight, feet planted, not moving, using my hands.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
Shows more confidence in the when you are speaking. So if you find yourself talking to someone and you're doing one of these, we do these, or bouncing up and down, I catch myself doing that sometimes too. Make sure you're flat, calm, and it shows confidence. Your gestures, movements, and mannerisms can tell a story that either goes with or conflicts with the ideas you are trying to convey. Also, if you're talking like this, or talking like this, body language counts. Physiognomy. I think I said that right. Number 3, physiognomy. This is the language of your face. Now, in our day and age, the language of the face is kind of hidden by a mask. But we can still show expressions with this part here. All of communication should be here. So all the muscles around here, we are paying attention to every time we speak to someone. And you can tell if someone's happy, if someone's mad, if someone's confused, with up here. So make sure you guys are using that when you are talking to someone.
Physically impossible in this mask to move any of your face muscles.
Well, some
I
masks
don't know
are
why
very
Morris has
difficult.
this.
But we do have some restrictions to that one. So, your facial expression declares the truth of your feelings when you are communicating with someone in person. Go down there. Always make sure that your tonality, physiology, and physiognomy, match your intent and objective. Physiognomy.
Is it Noe?
Where is it? Objective. Objective. Make sure that your tonality, physiology, and that word match your intent and objective to help ensure clear communication and desired outcome. All 3 things have to be telling the same exact story, and all 3 things have to be matching in volume and tone, because you can have a certain tone and certain volume with not just your tonality but the other 2 as well. Leadership. Leadership thoughts. When? Wow. When is it important to use these transformational communication skills?
24/7.
24/7. I want a specific example. And I don't want you guys to say here at the karate school when you're helping, because that's an easy answer.
When you have to do the community thing for karate, and you have to talk in front of everyone.
Communication skills, good.
Public
When you're doing the public speaking. Any public speaking at school when you're doing a presentation, when you're doing your community service here for karate, when you guys are applying for a job, which is not too far out for all 3 of you guys, all 4 of you guys.
Hopefully next summer.
Yes, it's not too far away, so make sure you guys are looking.
Yeah.
Waterworld hires at 15, just to let you know. They don't pay well, but they do. And yeah, so all those. Obviously, like Granahan said, 24/7 we should be using these skills. These skills are not just useful for here at the karate school. These skills help you in your everyday life.
24 hours a day.
24 hours a day.
Wait, no, yes.
7 days.
4 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Alright, so hold on to these papers if you already have the answers in your notebook because you're a cool guy. You don't need it, I'll take it. And because we'll use it tomorrow. But besides that, let's get cleaning. And Miss Kelly, pet your cat, and then you are dismissed, ma'am. There we go. Boom! Alright, and then you are free to go, ma'am. Alright, and go ahead, guys, let's start cleaning up this.
Are we doing all the IETTs? Because
Yes,
this
sir.
goes up up to 16 in my notebook.
And it goes up to 16 in mine as well. So there you
It
go.
goes 1, 2, and then it skips to like 11, I think. 12. It skips to 12.
Oh,
And it goes 12, 13, 15, 16. So I completely missed, or I think I just did the worksheets instead of writing them.
oh, yes, so that's probably the case, sir.
Because what probably happened was I started at 12, did them, probably forgot my notebook on one of the different sheets. Then we finished, and then we went back to the beginning at 1, 2, and then we restarted again for COVID.
Oh, yes, sir.
Don't you get shut down on YouTube if you say COVID?
If your platform is large enough, yes, sir. Ours is not. So.
Also, I can't believe you can't, wait, is it still rolling?
But I mean,
Is it still going?
yes, sir. I believe it is.